This is a tale from the land in the North Shield. One we all know, the Grand Barony of Jarlavedlir. And I would remind those not schooled in the Norse tongue that there is no tea in Jarlavedlir, although there is tea in China. But that has nothing to do with this particular poem. But this relates a time long gone by when the barony of Jarlavedlir was blessed with a visitation by that saint which they honor each year, St. Bunstable, and who did leave behind a holy relic, which through my good fortune many years ago came into my possession, that being the skull of St. Bunstable as a young man. A relic we know to be true, for it does indeed glow in the dark. There is a tale to bring you good cheer from the barony of Jarlavedlir. This tale I tell thee now at hand comes from this fair northern land where the cold winter winds do make thoughts turn to hot buttered rum and spiced wine of the urn. Visitors are few, cold being a factor, but there came here one day a notorious actor who had performed in plays by the score but was known throughout the land as a bore. One night, while he was reciting for drinks in Clancy's pub, a man cried, "He stinks! With his gestures flamboyant, why, he's but a lout." So they gave him one last drink and then threw him out. While wending his way home, slightly unstable, he received a visit from St. Bunstable. This actor had not thought to carry a light, having stayed unexpectedly late into the night, and in the dark of the forest found himself lost, and feared that he soon would succumb to the frost, and that in the morning would be found there dead. Then did he see a faint light just ahead. This poor man clawed his way through the dark for the faint but glimmering spark, when he saw that the light came not from the town, but from the ghostly, shimmering gown of a man who stood there holding a lyre, and who was bathed in a light of pale blue fire. The actor then threw himself down on his knees, and wildly throwing his arms out, cried, "Please, if thou art a demon, leave me alone. But if thou art an angel, then please, come me home." "My name is Bunstable," the spirit stated. The actor's fear was then abated. "Oh, good saint," the poor man cried, "I've lost my way." Bunstable replied in a low-pitched voice, in a tone quite mellow, "This will I do, you churlish fellow, but if you would escape this forested cage, stop pretending you belong on the stage." The actor then vowed to change his ways and live the quiet life the rest of his days. And as he began these thoughts to mull, Bunstable gave him a glowing skull, saying, "This was one of mine own fleshly bones, and the light from it now shall guide thee home." It soon became known throughout the land how St. Bunstable thus had cured a ham. To celebrate this miracle clear, to this day, in Jarlavedlir, the people carve up a leg of swine and wash it down with good barley brine, or sometimes brandy and sometimes mead. And so do I know, if you please, join me in a great flagon of brew, and perhaps you shall see St. Bunstable too.